What's up, guys? Welcome back to the second stage of the Pick'em Challenge for the Berlin 2019 Major. We just finished the Challenger stage yesterday, and I must say that my Pick'em Challenges weren't as successful as I wanted them to be. I put Simon Gaming to go 0-3, and let me tell you, they came to play, and they proved that they are actually a really solid team. Same with Dream Eaters, same with Crazy and Fours, and these teams that really just came out of nowhere, and they're showing us quality CS. And you know what? I'm glad I was wrong, because we get to see these teams make their way up and solidify themselves as actually good teams that can totally come up against the best. So I'm always for the underdog, so I'm glad I was proven wrong. I got about 5 out of 9 of them. Not the greatest result, but you know what? This time, I'm confident. After seeing what these teams are made of and knowing these teams right here, I'm going to be making my predictions here for the Legend stage, starting in about 2 days at the moment of this video. So I just want to preface this by saying, of course, these are just predictions. If you disagree with them, that's fine. From the knowledge I have about the game and the teams, and honestly, nobody knows what's going to happen. No one's a fortune teller. Any of these teams could go through. Any of these teams could go 0-3. You never know until we see it with our own eyes. All right, so as usual, I'm going to be starting off with what team I think is going to be going 3-0, and I think it has to be Liquid, the best team in the world right now, hands down. No one is even close to them right now. Although we haven't seen Astralis play in a while, and FaZe, okay, like there's been a break. All right, so it's tough to say, but if you want to talk about the most recent team that we've seen that has been this dominant, it's Liquid. They played not too long ago, and they're showing a level of dominance. They're beating everybody. They can beat, you name it, European, American, I mean anybody. They're beating every single person, best NA players right now. They've got the structure. Do they have the firepower, and they have the drive to win. And you could tell they're winning everything. Grand slamming. I can go on and on about how good this team is, but it's pretty safe to say, and I'm sure most people are going to be picking this, Liquid to go 3-0. Next team I think is going to be advancing to the next playoffs is Astralis. It's been a while since we've seen Astralis. They don't really play as much tournaments as you'd think. And last we saw them, they didn't do as good as they usually do. Now, if you're going to sleep on Astralis, I don't know what you're doing, because they had a reign that was unlike any other since the likes of Fnatic. I mean, they were, just like Liquid are right now, they were dominant. Also hitting the Grand Slam. Absolutely insane team, and I think that they play some amazing CS, and they should have absolutely no problem making it through. I guaranteed. And their first matchup is against Dream Eaters. Honestly, Astralis might even go 3-0, but I can only choose one team for that, so I'm going to be going with Liquid. All right, next I'm going to be going with Navi. Now, this team on the surface is, I mean, on paper, they're kind of lackluster, right? Zeus, not a great player. Honestly, probably one of the worst players aim-wise in the top scene right now. He makes up for it with game sense and in-game leading. All right. Now, why do they always have results? Well, clearly they're doing something right? Because on paper you're like, this team shouldn't be doing anything, because it might as well be Simple trying his hardest to carry this team that struggles. I do believe that Navi always have shown results, and having Simple is a huge factor in all this, and the fact that he is the best player in the world, and right now barely any players come close to him. That alone is all it takes for them to make it out of the stage, because he is on an he's on another level. But I think that overall Navi is a decent team, and I think they have a high chance of making it out of here, even though it's surprising half the time they do. All right, next I'm going to be choosing FaZe. I think that FaZe has been a team that has the firepower. They have Rain, they have Meister, they have Nico, they have Guardian. These 4 core that have been playing for quite some time now, and they have been changing out the 5th player, here and there. Right now they have Neo, which is probably going to be leaving for Cold Zera in the next coming months or even next year. But with that being said, the amount of firepower that this team has, insane players, you can never count them out. for having that. It's almost like just a star team, honestly. They should have no problem getting out of the stage, for sure. Now, have they always been amazing? No. They have their ups, they have their downs, but if they come to play, I think they shouldn't have any issues. All right, next I'm going to be going with Mouse Sports. Funny enough, these two teams right here, FaZe and Mouse Sports, are going to be playing against each other, and Kerrigan used to be on FaZe, now he's on Mouse Sports. So that's going to be an interesting match to start off, right? But honestly, I had Mouse Sports to go through in the Challenger stage, but I was really impressed when they went 3-0. I knew they were good, they were looking good, but the fact that they just swooped and it went in 3-0 was really impressive. And all this with Woxic not using the mouse he usually does. I heard that his mouse broke in the first couple of games. He was using this cheap €5 mouse supposedly. And the fact that he's still able to drop a 20 bomb and they're still able to make it out of this group, even with all that, even with having a broken mouse in the circumstances, is so impressive. This team is looking to be a top team already. I think that they're going to be making it to the playoffs. Next, I'm going to be going with North. I think North really showed up at the Challenger stage. Again, they were one of the best teams in the Challenger stage. So, I never doubted them. But with the level that Valde and Caribbean were playing, if they can bring that, and they can bring that level of play to the game, I think that they should also have no issue getting past this stage at all. And they're going to be facing Vitality in the first round. Vitality they made it through, but until the very end, they were looking pretty shaky. So even more reason, just the fact that they're going to be making it through, for sure. All right, next I'm going to be going with NRG. Now, they started off shaky, but they composed themselves. They lost the first round, but then boom, they did a clean sweep 3-0 after that. They are, as I said in the Challenger thing, they're the second best NA team right now. They have quality players. They have Cirque, Breezy, Ethan, Tariq, and the new in-game leader, Stanislaw. I mean, these players have been around for a while. They've proven themselves if they don't choke like they did last year. Now, many people had them as favorites to go through last major, but unfortunately, they fell short and they didn't even make it to the playoffs, which is why they were in the Challenger stage. So, will they repeat that again? Let's hope not. All right. Finally, I'm going to be ending off with ENCE. Now, ENCE, this finished lineup basically slowly worked their way up all the way to the top. And man, have they shown solid CS. The Finns know how to play, and listen, even with Alexi B leaving the team soon, with the passion that they have for the game, he should give it his all, and he should play like he has nothing to lose. And sometimes those are the teams that kind of show up, and those are the teams that surprise. Like, you'd think that a teammate leaving would kind of make things complicated or kind of, the team wouldn't perform as well. But sometimes, in the contrary, the team plays better because they have nothing to lose. But again, you never know. It could be the former instead of the latter. But I think that ENCE, with the quality of CS that they play, I have a hunch that they're going to be making it through. Let's look at the rest of these teams here and why I don't think they're going to be making it through. So we have Vitality. Again, we're not looking great. Almost didn't even make it out of the Challenger stage. Barely made it through until the very end. They were looking like a solid team in the last match. Finally, barely beating Greyhound Gaming. I'm not a believer. MiBr haven't been looking great. Cold Zare is gone. They're playing with Zeus again. Their coach. Not the first time that's happened. No, I even consider them going 0-3. Honestly, MiBr. They're top quality players, but no, it's not happening. Renegades. They were looking so solid last major, but honestly, these upcoming months to the major, it's not looking good for them. I want Renegades to do good, but no. Haven't been looking good. NIP, not a believer. I think that with the current lineup that they have, I think they're playing with Golden, if I'm not mistaken. you know, yes, there's Get Right. I mean, yes, there's Forrest, there's Rez. Probably the two best players on the team. Lekro's all right. Golden, haven't seen him play in this lineup. And then Get Right, classic player, passionate player. You got to respect him. But if you want to talk about bringing the numbers in, and he knows this already, it's been lackluster for quite some time now. But listen, yes, I never want to rule out NIP, and I was thinking of putting them in here, but unfortunately, I don't think that they're going to be making it through with this whole get right thing. Listen, he said he's not retiring, but his future in NIP unknown, and this might give him drive, and this might say his last hurrah. He might give it his all and push his team, put up the numbers that he needs for them to actually make it out of the playoffs. I might be wrong, but as of right now, with the stats I have, I don't think they're making it through. G2, also a contender that could have made it through, but not quite a believer. I think that it could go either way. I think under pressure, this team can crack. And honestly, I've been impressed with Lucky and Jax. I think they're playing really good right now. So there's a chance they'll make it through, but I don't know. Not sure about that one. Avangar, solid team, but not 100% convinced on them. Barely made it to the challenger stage again. Crazy, solid team, exciting to see what they're going to come up with next. But I think these teams are just superior, and Dream Eaters, again, great that they made it out, but honestly, I'm going to have to put them as my 0-3 pick. I think that they are facing Astralis right off the bat. That's the first match. Do I want these underdog teams to do good? Yes. But unfortunately, I think with the caliber, now we're really up there now. And these teams that kind of had a good showing in the challenger stage are in a whole different element now. And if I'm proven wrong, hey, I won't even be mad. If Dream Eaters make it out to the playoffs, good on them. All right, these teams are really good. Honestly, all the teams are really good. And I think any of them could make it through, as I said. But here are my Pickems. Let me know below if you agree, if you disagree. And please subscribe, please comment. I'm going to be making more videos, CS related, and let me know what you guys want to see below, and we'll get right on that. All right, thank you guys for watching. Goodbye.